Treatment for rabies virus in the U.S. typically includes three things: wound cleansing, passive antibody treatments, and rabies virus vaccinations. The virus is 100% preventable if treated with appropriate medical care. Wound cleansing is especially important because it reduces infection and has been shown to significantly reduce the risk of rabies alone without any further treatment. If someone has been exposed to rabies virus, it's important to not panic, but you should get medical care as soon as possible. The two most common vaccines used today include human diploid cell vaccine, which is shown on the table with a star, and purified chick embryo cell vaccine. Both of these vaccine types are inactivated or killed because scientists produce them from dead organisms by killing the disease-causing microbe with chemicals, heat, or radiation. This makes the vaccine safer and easier to transport, but also weakens its effectiveness. So treatments usually involve more than one round of vaccinations. So the take-home message from this slide is that the HDCV vaccine is the most common in the US, and the vaccine type is inactivated or killed. And I will explain how treatment can vary depending on whether someone exposed to rabies virus has previously been immunized or not in more detail on the next two slides. Individuals who have been exposed to rabies virus and haven't been immunized are given human immune rabies globulin, which contains the passive antibodies to provide immediate systemic protection when they arrive for medical care. And then a patient's treatment is followed by 4 rounds of vaccinations of either HDCV or PCECV on days 0, 3, 7, and 14. And so the multiple rounds of vaccinations comes back to the need for the body to get enough antibodies in it to fight the virus. Those who have already been immunized shouldn't receive the antibody human rabies immune globulin. They instead receive 2 rounds of either HDCV or PCECV on day 0 and day 3. And so the biggest and most important thing someone bitten or exposed to rabies virus can do is thoroughly wash the wound site and see your doctor as soon as you can. In the U.S., prevention and control has been very successful over the last 100 years. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, the number of rabies-related deaths in the U.S. has declined from more than 100 annually at the turn of the century to 1 or 2 per year today. Prevention and control is a key part to preventing an outbreak. The source of rabies can be eliminated through animal control, education, and providing access to quality medical care. The CDC helps collect information to ensure public safety and prevent the spread of rabies throughout the U.S. and the world. They play a key role in educating and providing the public with up-to-date information on cases and the do's and don'ts of rabies virus. This is very costly, but rabies-related deaths have been dramatically reduced in the last few years because of these methods. There are several things the public can do to help prevent and control the rabies virus, which can include that people should become immunized if they are around animals often. They should leave wild animals alone. Don't let your kids feed or try to pet them. Vaccinate your pets and take them to see a vet regularly. Maintain control of your pets by not letting them roam the neighborhoods, and keep them spayed or neutered to avoid stray animals in the neighborhoods. And probably most important, report stray animals to animal control and report any rabid animals to animal control. In conclusion, it's important to remember that rabies in humans is 100% preventable through prompt, appropriate medical care. Yet, more than 55,000 people, mostly in Africa and Asia, die from rabies every year, a rate 1 person every 10 minutes. The only well-documented cases of rabies caused by human-to-human transmission occurred among 8 recipients of transplanted corneas and among 3 recipients of solid organs. Rabies virus becomes non-infectious when it dries out and when it is exposed to sunlight. Different environmental conditions affect the rate at which the virus becomes inactive, but in general, if the material containing the virus is dry, the virus can be considered non-infectious. So that is the rabies virus.